Hi everyone, my name is Shannon Yehl, and this is my PRL 319 final. My topic is crisis management in the age of social media. So, first, what is considered a crisis? A crisis is an unexpected event that threatens an organization's reputations, operations, or stakeholders. So, the characteristics of a crisis is an unexpected of sudden onset, threatens to organizational goals, or something that requires an immediate response, and something that creates uncertainty, and something that can also escalate quickly on social media. Social media plays a crisis because of amplifications, user-generated content, 24/7 nature, two-way dialogue, and permanent record. For amplifications, it's really important to be aware that the news spreads instantly to millions of people. For user-generated content, anyone can document and share what's going on and what the crisis is. It's really important to know that crises don't wait for business hours. This can happen at any time, anywhere, in any place. You must be ready for anything to occur. And then it's also important for two-way dialogue to know that stakeholders expect responses, as well as your target audiences. You must be able to create a response and show that you acknowledge the situation, you are handling it properly. And finally, that screenshots live forever. Your reputation can be harmed for a very long time when crises occur. It's really important that you act with transparency and accountability. So the golden hour in a crisis is the first 50 minutes of when a crisis occurs. This is important because it sets the tone for the entire crisis response. It demonstrates organizational preparedness and can prevent misinformation from spreading. This shows stakeholders you're paying attention, you're acting responsibly, and you're doing your best to handle this in the proper way to ensure safety, um, and ensure to maintain and hold the reputation of your company. But most importantly, this allows you to control the narrative of what's occurring before it gets misconstrued by the media. False information spreads, people aren't aware of the situation, you lose partnerships. It's important that you act quickly and swiftly. So here are the 5 steps for navigating the first hour of a crisis. The first thing to do is ensure safety. If there is an emergency, you must contact the authorities, emergency services, to ensure the safety of those who are being affected by the crisis. Secondly, you want to establish a command center. You want to have a place, a physical or virtual space where people can go to discuss the all the different types of outcome the situation can occur in. You want to make sure you have a place where you can discuss the protocols when you're crafting the statement, when you're discussing with your internal team. It's important you have somewhere like that. And then that's when finally going into that, where you craft your holding statement. It's important that you provide a very careful and carefully constructed response, and you acknowledge situations. This step will help you maintain credibility and control over the narrative. And then also making sure you're communicating internally with everyone in your organization that um, you all are on the same page and you all know what is occurring with the situation. And what to do going forward, it's really important that you have a team ready before a crisis begins, a crisis communication team before even a crisis occurs. A bunch of people with responsibility, leadership, and we're able to um, come up with a plan quickly and swiftly that will maintain the and protect the reputation of your company. So looking at our first case study, this is the case study for Bud Light and with influencer Dylan Mulvaney in 2023. In April 2023, transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney did a sponsorship with Bud Light, and she sponsored an Instagram video. This caused a lot of outrage, and a lot of people were upset by this, and which led to a serious boycott of Bud Light products. And the CEO at the time gave a very vague response saying that they never intended to be a part of a discussion that divides people. This really angered both sides and alienated a lot of LGBTQ advocates. And this led to a significant drops in sales and a major shakeup in marketing leadership. And then we have our case study for the KFC chicken shortage. KFC ran out of chicken in 800 plus locations in the UK due to delivery partner switch failure. In response to this, they gave a three-letter word FCK, which was very humorous, and they responded with empathy. They really took responsibility of the situation. They really showed that their regrets and their gratitude for all of the partners and all of their team members. So comparing the situation, this was a much better response than Bud Light gave, as they were very quick to respond to the situation and demonstrated their empathy for all the people affected by the situation, whereas Bud Light was very late to their response and gave a very vague statement. So, what PR professionals need to know, um, I believe that the biggest thing they need to know is that crises can unfold in very fast time with the spread of social media. Things happen very quickly. It's really important that you have a team that's very quick to act on situations and you're really understanding of all of the media checking and fact checking and being aware of how quickly misinformation can spread with the use of AI and media outlets misconstruing the story and being very quickly so you can control the narrative of what occurs. And I also think that for uh, there's also, as well as the idea of cancel culture, it's very easy for businesses to get canceled very easily, and it's really important that you're doing everything to protect the reputation of your company. And then for skills and knowledge, I really think that it's someone who knows the algorithm, understands how social media works for this company and what kind of social media best represents this company, and being able to craft statements under pressure and understanding the legal side of PR, as well as skills with tools like Brandwatch, other PR outlets. Just having a really good background in PR is obviously crucial for PR professionals, but it's really vital in this case. And knowing how to craft quick crisis messages through graphics and videos. And then the recommendations is definitely to create a crisis team ahead of time, making sure that you're hiring people who have a background in crisis management and have a good understanding of management when it comes to these kind of serious situations and know how to act quickly before the situation escalates. Thank you all so much for watching my final. I hope you guys took away from this, as this is very relevant, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you.